Welcome back to Rare Coin Hunting, where small coins can be worth huge money. Today, we're revealing the top 4 most valuable coins that could be hiding in your pocket change. Some of these have sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Watch till the end, because you might already have one of these rare coins without even knowing it. Top 1. The 1945D Wheat Penny. At first glance, it may appear just like any other old penny, worn from years of circulation, marked with scratches, and showing a natural brown toning that comes with age. But beneath that modest appearance could lie an incredible hidden value that collectors around the world are constantly searching for. The 1945 Wheat Penny was minted during a significant time in history, just as World War II was coming to an end. Produced in Denver, which is indicated by the small D mint mark on the coin, millions of these pennies were struck and released into circulation. Because of this high mintage, most 1945 D pennies you come across today are worth only a small amount above their face value. However, not all coins are created equal, and this is where things start to get interesting. What makes certain 1945 D wheat pennies extremely valuable is not just their age, but a unique combination of factors, including rare minting errors, unusual striking characteristics, and specific conditions that make them stand out from the rest. Even a circulated coin, one that shows visible scratches and has developed a fine toning over decades, can reach extraordinary prices if it possesses the right rare features. Collectors pay close attention to details such as the sharpness of the design, the clarity of the date, and the overall eye appeal of the coin. A large date variety, where the numbers appear bold and well-defined, can significantly increase interest among buyers. Additionally, coins that were struck with slight minting anomalies, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or unusual planchet errors, can become incredibly desirable. Now imagine a 1945 D wheat penny that has spent years in circulation, passing through countless hands, picking up light scratches along the way, and developing a smooth, even toning that gives it a vintage look. While many might assume that such wear would reduce its value, in the world of coin collecting, that's not always the case. In fact, a well-preserved, circulated coin with authentic toning and visible history can sometimes be more appealing than a cleaned or artificially altered piece. The key lies in authenticity and rarity. A coin that has not been tampered with, that shows its natural aging process, and that carries a rare minting feature can command an impressive price at auction. This is how a simple 1-cent coin can reach a value of up to $300,000, surprising both casual observers and seasoned collectors alike. Another important aspect is grading. Professional grading services carefully examine coins and assign them a condition rating. Even within circulated grades, there are levels such as fine or very fine, which indicate how much detail remains visible. A 1945 D wheat penny in fine condition with clear details, moderate wear, and attractive toning can still stand out, especially if it has additional rare characteristics. The market demand for rare coins has grown significantly over the years. Collectors are always on the lookout for hidden gems, and auctions have become highly competitive spaces where rare finds can sell for extraordinary amounts. Stories of valuable pennies discovered in old jars, piggy banks, or inherited collections continue to inspire people to check their own coins more carefully. If you happen to come across a 1945 wheat penny with a D mint mark, it's worth taking a closer look. Check the date size, examine the surface for any unusual features, and observe the overall condition. Even if it appears worn, don't dismiss it too quickly. What may seem like a common coin could potentially be a rare variety that collectors are willing to pay a premium for. It's also important to avoid cleaning or altering the coin in any way. Cleaning can actually reduce its value significantly, as collectors prefer coins in their natural state. If you believe you have something special, consider having it evaluated by a professional grading service to determine its true worth. In the end, the story of the 1945 Wheat Penny reminds us that value isn't always obvious at first glance. Sometimes, the most extraordinary treasures are hidden in the most ordinary places. A simple coin, marked by time, with scratches and toning, can carry not only historical significance, but also life-changing value. Top 2. The 1951 Wheat Penny was produced during a time when the United States economy was growing rapidly after World War II. Millions of these coins were minted, especially at the Denver Mint, which is identified by the small D mint mark just below the date. Because of the large number produced, most 1951 D pennies are still very common today and are usually only worth a few cents above face value. However, hidden among these ordinary coins are extremely rare variations that can turn a simple penny into a collector's dream. What makes a 1951 D Wheat Penny so valuable is not just its age, but a unique combination of rarity, condition, and minting characteristics. The large date style, where the numbers in the year appear bold and clearly defined, is one of the features collectors pay close attention to. A strong strike with visible details in Abraham Lincoln's portrait and the wheat ears on the reverse can significantly increase the coin's desirability. Now consider a coin that has been in circulation for years. It may show visible scratches, small marks from handling, and signs of wear across its surface. At the same time, it still maintains a very fine condition, meaning that most of the important design details are still clearly visible. In the coin collecting world, this level of preservation is highly respected, especially when the coin has not been cleaned or altered in any way. Scratches and circulation marks do not always mean a coin has lost its value. In fact, they often tell a story of the coin's journey through history. A naturally circulated 1951 D Wheat Penny with authentic wear and original surfaces can be far more desirable than a coin that has been artificially cleaned or polished. Collectors value originality, and natural aging adds character and authenticity. The real excitement begins when a coin also features a rare minting error or unusual characteristic. Some 1951 D Wheat Pennies have been discovered with double die errors, where parts of the design appear slightly duplicated. Others may have been struck off-center or on a defective planchet. These rare features can dramatically increase the coin's value, sometimes pushing it into the range of hundreds of thousands of dollars at auction. A coin valued at around $300,000 would likely be an exceptional example with a rare error combined with strong remaining detail and eye appeal. Even in very fine condition, if the coin displays a unique and verified minting anomaly, collectors are willing to compete aggressively to own it. Auctions for such coins can become intense, with bidders recognizing the rarity and long-term investment potential. Another important factor is professional grading. Coins submitted to grading services are carefully examined and assigned a grade based on their condition and authenticity. A 1951 D Wheat Penny graded as very fine with additional rare attributes can stand out significantly in the marketplace. Certified coins often attract more serious buyers because they come with verified quality and legitimacy. Over the years, there have been many stories of valuable coins being discovered in everyday places like old jars, family collections, or even pocket change. These stories continue to inspire collectors and enthusiasts to search more carefully through their coins. The idea that a single penny could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars adds excitement to the hobby and keeps the hunt alive. If you ever come across a 1951 wheat penny with a D mint mark, it's worth taking a closer look. Pay attention to the size and clarity of the date. Examine the coin for any unusual doubling or striking errors and evaluate the overall condition. Even if the coin shows scratches and wear, it could still hold significant value if it has the right combination of links. Very important, not to clean the coin. Cleaning can reduce its value dramatically because it removes the natural surface that collectors look for. Keeping the coin in its original state is always the best approach. If you suspect your coin might be valuable, consider having it evaluated by a professional grading service to get an accurate assessment. The story of the 1951 D wheat penny is a perfect reminder that incredible value can be hidden in the most unexpected places. A small worn coin with scratches and a history of circulation can still become a prized collectible worth a life-changing amount of money. Top 3. The 2002 Roosevelt dime was minted in Denver, which is indicated by the small D mint mark located near the date. Millions of these dimes were produced and released into circulation, making them extremely common in everyday use. Most people would never consider saving one, let alone examining it closely. However, within these massively produced coins, there are rare exceptions that stand out due to unique features, minting errors, and unusual characteristics that collectors are constantly searching for. At first glance, a circulated 2002 D-dime may show signs of wear, including scratches, small marks, and a slightly dull surface from years of handling. In very fine condition, the coin still retains strong details, especially in the portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt and the torch, olive branch, and oak branch on the reverse. While it may not shine like a brand new coin, it carries a natural appearance that many collectors actually appreciate. The key to turning a regular coin into a highly valuable one lies in rarity and uniqueness. Some 2002 D Roosevelt dimes have been discovered with rare minting errors that dramatically increase their value. These can include double dies, where the design appears slightly duplicated, off-center strikes, or coins struck on the wrong type of metal planche. Such errors are extremely rare, and when they are found in a coin that still maintains a decent level of detail, their value can skyrocket. Now imagine a 2002 D dime that has been in circulation, showing light scratches and wear, yet still graded as very fine, and at the same time featuring a rare and verified minting error. This combination is what can push the value of a coin into the range of hundreds of thousands of dollars. Collectors are willing to pay premium prices for coins that are both rare and authentic, especially when they come with a story and visible history. Another important factor is the clarity and strength of the strike. A well-struck coin will show sharp details even after years of circulation. The large date style, where the numbers in the year are bold and clearly visible, can also attract additional attention from collectors. These subtle details might seem insignificant to the average person, but in the world of numismatics, they can make a huge difference. Professional grading plays a major role in determining a coin's value. When a coin is submitted to a reputable grading service, it is carefully examined for authenticity, condition, and any unique features. A 2002 D Roosevelt dime, graded as very fine with a rare error, can become highly desirable in the auction market. Certified coins give buyers confidence, which often leads to higher bidding and record-breaking sale prices. It's important to understand that not every 2002D dime will be valuable. In fact, the vast majority are still worth only their face value. But the possibility that a rare variation exists is what makes coin collecting so exciting. Stories of valuable coins being discovered in everyday change, old jars, or forgotten collections continue to inspire people to take a closer look at the coins they handle every day. If you ever come across a 2002 Roosevelt dime with a D mint mark, don't ignore it. Take a moment to inspect it carefully. Look for unusual features, check the details of the design, and pay attention to any signs of doubling or striking errors. Even if the coin shows scratches and wear, it could still be valuable if it has the right, rare characteristics. One of the biggest mistakes people make is cleaning their coins. Cleaning may make a coin look shinier, but it actually reduces its value significantly. Collectors prefer coins with original surfaces, even if they show signs of age and circulation. Keeping the coin in its natural state is always the best way to preserve its potential value. The idea that a small, everyday coin like a dime could be worth $350,000 is what makes this hobby so fascinating. It reminds us that hidden treasures can exist in the most unexpected places, waiting to be discovered by someone who takes the time to look closely. Chapter 4, the 2001 Roosevelt dime was minted in Denver, which is identified by the small D mint mark found near the date on the coin. Millions of these dimes were produced and released into circulation, making them extremely common in everyday use. Because of this, most people never consider them valuable. However, hidden among these ordinary coins are rare examples that stand out due to unique minting errors, strong design features, and collectible appeal. At first glance, a circulated 2001 D dime may show visible scratches, light wear, and a slightly dull surface from years of handling. In very fine condition, the coin still holds clear details, especially in the portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt. You can still see the definition in his hair, the outline of his face, and the inscriptions around the edge. On the reverse side, the torch, olive branch, and oak branch remain visible, even though they may show some signs of wear. Many people assume that scratches and circulation automatically reduce a coin's value, but that is not always true. In fact, coins that have been naturally circulated and still maintain strong details can be highly desirable to collectors. The key factor is originality. A coin that has not been cleaned or altered in any way is far more valuable than one that has been polished or damaged through improper handling. What truly makes a 2001 D Roosevelt dime valuable is the possibility of rare minting errors or unusual characteristics. These errors can occur during the production process and often go unnoticed until collectors discover them later. Some of the most sought-after errors include doubled dies, where parts of the design appear slightly duplicated, off-center strikes, or coins struck on the wrong type of metal planchet. These rare variations can transform an ordinary coin into something extraordinary. Now imagine a 2001 D dime that has been in circulation, showing light scratches and wear consistent with very fine condition, but also featuring a rare and verified mint error. This combination is what can push a coin's value into the range of hundreds of thousands of dollars. Collectors are constantly searching for these rare pieces, and when one appears at auction, it can attract intense bidding from buyers around the world. Another important aspect is the strength and clarity of the strike. A well-struck coin will display sharp details even after years of use. The large date style, where the numbers in the year appear bold and easy to read, can also add to the coin's appeal. These small details might seem insignificant, to the average person, but to a collector, they can make a huge difference in value. Professional grading also plays a major role in determining how much a coin is worth. When a coin is submitted to a recognized grading service, it is carefully examined for authenticity, condition, and any unique features. A 2001 Roosevelt dime, graded as very fine with a rare minting error, can become highly desirable in the marketplace. Certified coins often sell for higher prices because buyers trust their authenticity and quality. There have been many stories of valuable coins being discovered in everyday situations, such as loose change, old jars, or inherited collections. These stories continue to inspire collectors and enthusiasts to look more closely at the coins they encounter. The possibility that a simple dime could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars adds excitement and curiosity to the hobby. If you ever come across a 2001 Roosevelt dime with a D mint mark, it's worth taking a closer look. Examine the coin carefully for any unusual features, check the details of the design, and pay attention to anything that looks different or unique. Even if the coin shows scratches and wear, it could still hold significant value if it has the right rare characteristics. One important thing to remember is never to clean your coin. Cleaning can actually reduce its value significantly as it removes the natural surface that collectors prefer. Keeping the coin in its original condition is always the best way to preserve its potential worth. If you believe you have found something special, consider having it evaluated by a professional grading service. The idea that a small, everyday coin like a dime could be worth $350,000 is what makes coin collecting so exciting. It shows that valuable treasures can still be hidden in plain sight, waiting to be discovered by someone who takes the time to look carefully.